Okay, the half-puff protein. Somehow proteins have got synonymous. Nobody ever said that protein means meat and milk products, but somehow along the line, there is a huge meat and milk lobby which connected proteins with each other. These are some few points to ponder. How do herbivores, in an earlier video they showed you the gigantic elephant, the giraffe, yeah, the rhinoceros, all of them are vegetarians. Yeah? They are the muscular horse, the mighty elephant and the holy cow. All managed to develop their muscles and bones on grass. Yes? So if grass is capable of building the rippling muscles of a horse, why cannot, and the strong bones of an elephant, then why can't humans? I'm not expecting you all to go down on your fours and start chomping at all those lovely lawns around in the beautiful garden city, but yes, even in Singapore, you all get we all have a rich supply of greens. Right from the wet markets, NTUCs, cold storage giants, they supply you hydroponics, different kinds. From the neighboring countries, you do get lots of lovely greens, and those are enough. Like if you again have heard your previous video, enough to give you proteins, and yes, developmental proteins also. Children can develop very healthy bones and very healthy muscles just on a plant-based diet. A completely plant-based diet, complete with nuts, legumes, pulses in it. Now just the non-animal food protein, quinoa. Quinoa is a grain which comes from the Red Indians, and it is one of the ancient grains. It is readily available now. Just 3.5 ounces gives you 12 grams of proteins. Likewise, the pinto beans, just for half a cup you get 7.5. Tofu 4 ounces, 7.12. Dr. Koo earlier told you that the green gas emission of tofu is much lesser than beef and chicken and poultry. Tempeh again would give you 7 grams. Tempeh is a lovely soybean product from our neighboring countries. Almonds, just 1 ounce is 7 grams. And pumpkin seeds, the insignificant pumpkin seeds that suddenly come into limelight only during Chinese New Year and are forgotten rest of the years. Please look at them with a little more consideration. They are capable of giving you a lot of protein. I'm not going to read through this because again I will have to bring in some caffeine shots here with a few rupee heads. So this is what a simple, insignificant spinach with Popeye the Sailor Man has specialized has. Just imagine the vitamins and the macronutrients and the amino acid. This tryptophan is meant to give you a good night's sleep, so those with insomnia, do have your spinach before bedtime. Fats. Our biggest villain today is fats, whether it is on our plates or on the bodies of the models who do the catwalk. We all want skinny looking figures. I don't know again where that has come, because the International Fashion Body has banned 0 number models, but still it has not reached our youngsters, so we have many teenagers who are getting more and more anorexic. It's the culprit camouflage in our hero. We think fats, I don't want fats, but we don't realize it's actually our proteins which carry the fat with them. It's almost the case of a wolf inside a sheep's skin. Just to give you, butter is of course 100% fat. Your McDonald's double cheeseburger. Yeah, next time think, 67% fat. It doesn't look fatty, but it does carry a whole load in it. You have whole cow's milk, 64%. Oh, Dr. Priya, but I have low fat milk. Low fat milk also gives you 35%. Yeah, your hot dog. The dog may not have that much meat, but 54%. But look at your spinach. Your spinach gives you only 14%. Your Wheaties breakfast cereal, though it is not the best thing, 8%. Your peas, 5%. Your green beans, 3.5%. And your whole baked potatoes, only 1%. So can you understand how the fat has crawled into your system inside all those lovely looking, meaty looking things that are on your plate? Yes. This fat or cholesterol is the #1 cause killer today of cardiac illnesses. I had one of my friends earlier who told me that she's losing her friend through a battle to cardiac illnesses. And believe me, those of you who think that, oh, we can give children cheese and butter and nothing is going to happen to them, the plaque formation or cholesterol deposition inside your coronaries and arteries start as early as age 6. So you need cholesterol for your brain, but cholesterol is available through every other things. You don't have to give them dollops of butter and don't have to treat them on burgers. Happy Meal once in a while for that silly looking toy is okay, but don't let it be a staple thing, yeah? This, a lesser known fact for all my gentlemen friends here and the young boys who are sitting there behind, a lesser known fact is that cholesterol deposited in the blood vessels of male genital leads to erectile dysfunction. Yes, because it is the same blood artery. Those small hair-like arteries which are on your heart are also in the male genitals. So if there is a less of supply, obviously there will be erectile dysfunction. So the fat just doesn't affect your heart, it affects so many important organs. Think about that.